to the game of Spooky I Spy. Type in your name, then click Go to try.
That I shall. Hello, everyone, and welcome to I Spy, Spooky Mansion Deluxe. I don't think I've ever actually played these as a computer game, however, I did have several of the books. And if this is what I think it is, I believe we're going to be called upon to look at these crazy cluttered images and find specific objects within. Oh my god, you just I Spy. I didn't know you were going to do that. How did this game manage to get a jump scare out of me? Well, anyway, a number of you have been suggesting this on the Discord for a while now, and I can certainly understand why. I mean, even the books with their themes were always such a vibe. You know, just sitting there looking at artwork that you actually genuinely enjoyed as you were trying to engage with them. And I imagine the game will be no different. Oh yeah, music is what this needed. Enter.
Enter if you dare.
Darwin. You know, I might not have nostalgia for this game in particular, but experiencing it this way, it almost feels like Darwin has always been in my life.
You're in for a scare.
Kitty! I want to pet the kitty.
You've entered the house. Now the fun can begin. Too bad you can't get out the way you came in. There's another way out. Here is a clue. Behind the picture frame is a puzzle for you.
That's not really a puzzle, that's kind of just telling me what to do. Alright, so can we actually interact with other things? No? But you'll move when I mouse over you.
This puzzle is a secret message, which tells you how to get out of the house. But the pieces aren't here yet. To earn puzzle pieces, you have to go solve the I Spy riddles and play the games that I've hidden in this house. Then, come back here and put your pieces in place.
So it's gonna be an evolving document as we complete puzzles. So how do we know, how do we look around? There we go. Now listen, we've got the creaking of the wood, the shadow of a bat on the wall, and getting jump scared by the noises objects make as we highlight them. Yeah, now if I know my 90s games, we'll be able to interact with a lot of what's in the environment, but not the kitty. Oh, why not? Well, I suppose we'll start right here by looking behind the mirror.
Here's a riddle for you to solve. Listen to it, then hunt for the items the riddle asks for on this screen. I spy your name. A thumb, a 4. 2 keys with 3 holes, a closed door. A ladybug, the number 9 twice. A peanut, a penny, and a pair of dice.
Honestly, why do I feel like the cat is the one reading these things off? It's such an adorable voice. Like, you know when a little kid is trying to be scary? That's what you sound like. I just want to pet you as soon as I get my hands on you. Oh, and I guess probably, torture you for the information on the way out, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, my name, that's obvious. There we go.
Your name.
There we go, and things we get will be highlighted in red.
Your name.
Oh, and we can get you to... Oh, I had forgotten about this, yeah. So a lot of games back then for kids didn't expect you to be able to read, so you could pretty much just click on anything and make it so that the narrator would read it for you. I remember having fun with that, because I had the living books for Toy Story, and I would just sit there making it say, Woody and Buzz got hitched. I thought I was so funny. Now a thumb. I don't know if we're going to do this in order or if we're just going to do things as I spot them. Could that be the thumb?
A thumb.
There we go. A 4. What do you mean by a 4? Well, there's a 4 up there.
A 4
Oh, interesting. So we can even get as detailed as, like, parts of an object. All right, well, I'm glad we're establishing that early on. In the meantime, I've seen a peanut.
A peanut.
And a penny.
A penny.
And look at this. I just love how detailed this is, and that was the way these things always were. They were these, like, crazy cluttered images that had so much going on that you would sit there and just look at all the details, even independent of the stuff you were meant to be finding. All right, but 2 keys with 3 holes. Well, there's 1 key with 3 holes right here.
1 key with 3 holes.
And another right here.
Two keys with 3 holes.
You know, this actually does, in a lot of ways, remind me of those Living Books games, how every little thing you click on has its own little animation and song and dance attached. But what do you mean by a closed door? It can't be that detailed. Oh, we're actually going to have to look pretty closely.
A closed door.
Okay, a ladybug. Ah, right there, blending in with the pins. Clever.
A ladybug.
What is it, like a Radio Shack wind-up toy? The number 9 twice. Well, there's the number 9.
The number 9 once.
Okay, so I'll have to keep on the lookout for another one. And a pair of dice, that'll be these 2. So they're starting us off with an easy one.
1 die.
I kind of wish, my one complaint so far, and I understand this is for children who can barely move the mouse, but, like, I kind of wish I could just, like, click multiple things or disable the voice. Maybe I can. Reunited.
A pair of dice.
Now we're just looking for one more number 9. So I'll have 2 number 9s, and there it is.
The number 9 twice.
Oh, Darwin.
You want a puzzle piece to put in the frame. Look by the front door where you entered the game.
All right, so Darwin is going to be the Vanna White, the one who distributes the prizes here. I'm going to just check the options.
Go back.
Oh no, that's just a hint screen. Okay, so let's have a look just to see what's going on here.
Pick up your piece and put it.
Okay, at least we can shut you up here, and that looks about right. Perfect. You know, I have to say, even though I never actually played, like, this particular game, it's making me really nostalgic nevertheless, because, you know, it's from a time when a lot of games were just like this. And it used to be, if you were playing a children's game, this is what they were. And so, it almost feels like I'm, like, accessing my own past by sitting here playing this. Feels wrong.
I spy 2 hooks, ghost, a star, a wooden handle, a bug in a jar, a bone that's stone, 6 numbers in line, 2 pairs of goggles, and a warning sign.
Okay, I love your voice tremble on that last thing. You're enthusiastic, I'll give you that. Okay, so there's our warning sign.
A warning sign.
And it's so nice you said it twice. A couple of pairs of goggles.
1 pair of goggles.
The next one's on Darwin.
Two pairs of goggles.
Now 6 numbers in line. That's a little bit trickier. Well, maybe we have to move these back to where they were. Wait, pick a ghost. It's only now that I'm actually paying attention to what the overall image is. I was so focused on the details. We've got our own little mad science lab underneath the stairs. Alright, this is actually kind of reminding me of the mansion from the Dreadx collection. If we put you here, then...
6 numbers in line.
Okay, so there may be times where we need to actually interact with the objects and not just grab them at face value. Alright, a bone that's stone. A bone that's stone. What am I missing here? That wouldn't be you, would it? No? Okay, we'll come back to that one. A bug in a jar.
A bug in a jar.
You know, playing this with headphones, I'm really getting that, those 90s, like, compressed sound files. The ones that, like, scrape the back of your skull. Oh, hello, little mousey. You're actually really adorable. You're the same one we saw out by the stairs, right? A wooden handle. Oh, there's the star over there.
A star.
See, one way I actually like this, compared to, like, a lot of modern similar puzzles, is that, like, the random clutter actually fits in with the rest of the image. And so things are actually hidden and not just, like, sticking out against what is clearly background. Now, a ghost. What do you mean by a ghost? I get kind of freaked out when you tell me that there's a ghost in the image and I don't actually... Oh, a bone that's stone! Oh, we're getting truly into the background.
A bone that's stone.
I'm actually enjoying this, like, quite a lot. Well, there's one hook.
One hook.
And two hooks.
Two hooks.
Okay. Now, a wooden handle is probably that.
A wooden handle.
And now we've just got to spot the ghost. If this were a creepypasta, like, haunted version of this game, now would be when it hits me with some kind of awful, horrific image. Something I'd have been lulled into such a false sense of security that I wouldn't... Oh. Oh. Do I have to activate the machine? Oh, I just had to click the text.
Ghost.
All right, Darwin, get my piece.
Very well done. Here's puzzle piece 2. You still have a lot more riddles to do.
You know, not everything needs to be a rhyme, and I'm almost tempted to play this game again from the start and do this one last, just to make that not work. But this is actually... I'm surprised. I'm really enjoying myself here. These puzzles are... They're not frustrating, but they are actually, you know, like, at least something you have to engage with and aren't just, like, totally easy for babies. You go right here. Alright, so where should we go next? I'm thinking the parlor. Ooh. Oh, and there's multiple puzzles within this.
I spy 2 matches, a candle flame, a bone, 3 ducks, an F in a frame, a trunk, an eye, a paperclip, a dangling spider, and an old clipper ship.
Oh, look at that. I do not like the way that moose is staring at me. Nor the king over here. Alright, and that image over there just looks straight up, like, medical in nature. Like, if we were to see the whole thing, we would find that that child has some kind of hideous deformity look. Even Kitty doesn't trust what's above it. Okay, so we're looking for a dangling spider.
A dangling spider.
An old clipper ship.
An old clipper ship.
Yep, she hails from New York and the Dreadnought's her name. A trunk. A trunk. Ah, I see.
A trunk.
Now an eye. What do you mean by an eye? Oh, right over here?
An eye.
The word spooky has made something of a comeback in recent years, but this is what I think of when I think of spooky. Something that sort of revisits that childhood mindset of what scary is. But anyway, in the time since I've been saying that, I've spotted 2 matches. So it's match 1.
1 match.
Yep, and match 2.
2 matches.
I wonder what it would have paid to do a voice acting job for a game like this. I mean, you could probably bang out, like, all your dialogue in, like, a few hours, right? A candle flame right over here. That is copyright.
A candle flame.
Say it like that again.
A candle flame.
Okay, that's going to be my alarm from now on. An F in a frame. An F in a frame. I'm looking at the... there we go. It's the door to the shack.
An F in a frame.
Okay, well, there's duck 1.
1 duck.
Duck number 2.
2 ducks.
And duck number 3. Oh, and the chorus unites.
3 ducks.
While we're on the topic, one time I was really, really tired. It was like 6 in the morning, and I just Googled Hue Neutron, and I saved every image I came across until Google stopped giving me images. And to this day, I still have my Hue Neutron folder. A paperclip. Now, the paperclip in a screen of this size, I think is going to be a bit elusive, unless that's the paperclip. That looks more like a hairpin. No such luck. Oh, there's the paperclip.
A paperclip.
And a bone. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'd already seen the bone, and now I don't remember where I seen it. Is it in the fireplace? Are we trying to cover up a murder? You know, the fun thing about these, like, hidden image games is that you can see so many things that you suddenly can't see anything. Like, it makes it hard to focus on any one particular thing. Where is that? But I just realized the lining of this chair is a snake. I totally would have picked that. Oh, the leg of the chair.
A bone.
And there we go. Darwin, give me my piece. There you are.
Piece number 3. You're good at this game. See where it fits in the secret message frame.
Thank you. You know, I just realized I've been scared multiple times in this because a skeleton popped out. Alright, so let's go and deliver that. I probably don't have to go back every time, but I kind of want to.
Pick up your piece.
Alright, where do you go? You're a taller one, you go right here. Get out. Wait. Get out his message. Alright, so there was a man who selflessly gave his life for your sins. I don't know if it's talking about that. Either way, it's not letting me out, so I guess I'm not on the right track. I just realized the eye peeking out over there. I do not like the way that moose is looking at me. Well, let's have a look out the window and see what our situation is.
I spy a wishbone, a pine cone, howl, a space for a tooth, a half moon, an owl, a face in the sky, a duck safety pin, a fly, a frog, and a face with a grin.
I am so enjoying the cheesiness of these, like, rhymes and riddles and poems. But one thing I don't understand is why some of these are capitalized. I mean, Ghost was also capitalized, so maybe I'll have to start paying attention to what they do. You know what? I bet it means that it's, like, more literal in the environment. Because I just saw the word howl in the twigs.
Howl.
That actually chilled me a little bit. I did not expect that to be so spooky. Okay, a face in the sky. Yep, there you are. Pareidolia, don't fail me now.
A face in the sky.
Now a duck safety pin. This place is just full of rubber duckies. That seems like it might be a little bit difficult to find. A face with a grin. Well, Thanos up there sure isn't grinning. And it's not you either, Darwin. There's another kitty out there and a little dog right here. Whole lot of animals that do not want much to do with me. Look, there's a snail, a lizard, some bugs up here. Oh, well, at least we're not alone. A space for a tooth. Right here.
face for a tooth.
This must be the wishbone? No. Oh, no. No. A wishbone is one of those ones that, like, forks, right? Okay, for some reason, I'm having a hard time focusing on this one in particular, but yep, there's the duck one.
A duck safety pin.
Okay, and there's our frog front and center.
A frog.
And a fly.
A fly.
Oh, and a face with a grin.
A face with a grin.
And here is the grave of, I don't know, I guess Applejack Horseman? No relation to Bojack? I just find it so satisfying to make, like, modern references in a game that, like, predates those references by so much. A pine cone. Could have sworn there's the pine cone.
A pine cone.
A half moon. Yet there's no moon in the sky. There it is.
A half moon.
An owl.
An owl.
And the wishbone, which I just saw moments ago.
A wishbone. You did it again. Here's puzzle piece 4. It goes in the message frame by the front door.
Oh, I see. The poems are by number completed, not by which one completed. Well, I wouldn't want to run into the ghost of Beware out there, but it seems like we are slowly but surely piecing this together.
Pick up your piece and put it in place.
Sure thing-a-ring. Yep. With a spider on the I've been. Are we gonna get a confession along with this? What have you been doing with a spider? Okay, so what else can we look at? That seat is clearly a book. But there's something over here. I'm just trying to figure out how many different things we can interact with so I don't miss anything.
Mystery bins. Watch for the hint and figure out how these objects match. Then, empty the bins by clicking on the matching pairs. Be careful. Here's your hint.
An airplane and an A. Oh, so they're not all hidden object games. Still, I'm not quite sure how this actually works. Okay. Okay, so F for fish, P for pan, and H for horse. Okay, that was easier than I was making it out in my head.
Win twice more, and I'll have a reward for you. But watch out. The objects match in a different way this time.
Ah, I see. So the type of match is always different. Okay, so pen goes to paper, bat goes to ball, brush goes with paints, and xylophone hitting device goes with xylophone. Darwin, lend me your ribs. Okay, so that one is a lot more obvious. You maybe could have given me a hint with a different pair. They're just the same kind of thing? Yeah, take that, toddlers. I'm breezing through this thing. Easy.
Ooh, a new record. My games are tricky. I'm sure you can tell. Here's puzzle piece 5. You're doing quite well. You can keep playing mystery bins to find more matches.
Nah, I'm good. You know, Darwin, you look a lot like one of those little rubber things that you stick on top of a pencil. In fact, I'm starting to think you are made from photographs of exactly that.
Pick up your piece and put...
There we go. Are you ready now? Oh my god. This was early viral marketing for Ready or Not. Oh, Void, is there nothing you won't do? Alright, before we move upstairs... And oddly enough, I am actually like a little bit nervous of that. Let's have a look what's in this side room that we haven't even looked at yet. That actually spooked me a little bit because I didn't realize that my cursor was over there. And I walked in and the door just opened. Wait, do you hear that? There was just like a very faint ringing from the clock. That ambiance is actually a little bit unnerving. Okay, so what can we interact with? We can interact with the closet, we can interact with the table, and we can interact with the clock. So we'll go left to right, I guess.
I spy rhyme, a hand to the sun, 3 horns, a skate, an upside down 1, a hand on the wall, the rhyme for a 3, a backwards number, a crack, and a key.
Okay, it's kind of funny. I spotted like half of those while we were doing this. Hand to the sun.
A hand to the sun.
Rhyme.
Rhyme.
A backwards number.
A backwards number.
An upside down 1.
An upside down 1.
Now this one's a little bit more clever, but a hand on the wall, the shadow reaching... Ooh, that's kind of... Huh, it's almost like the spider is casting the shadow of the hand with its many legs. That kind of thing where you see it, get scared, realize that there's a logical explanation, and then later on your way back to the car you realize that explanation still doesn't explain it.
A hand on the wall.
Now the rhyme for a 3... That one might be a little tougher. A crack and a key. Also 3 horns and a skate. Well, there's a skate.
A skate.
That doesn't count as the crack. Are we supposed to do some torrenting? I just realized there's my name over there in the cobwebs. That is actually really impressive. The rhyme for a 3. I don't know what that means. I started off on a roll, and now I'm actually getting kind of stumped. Okay, well, actually, this is probably a horn. Yep, that counts as a horn.
1 horn.
Where's horn number 2? I see tick-tock. Oh, wait, maybe... Is that a B? Maybe a rhyme for a 3 is B?
The rhyme for a 3.
There we go. As for the rest, I'm still not quite sure. Ah, that's the crack.
A crack.
That was very subtle. I'm still missing, somehow I'm still missing 2 horns. Oh, I see, that's the key.
A key.
That's the key, but how am I missing these horns? Like, that is truly baffling me right now. Oh, you're talking about the horns on this guy, aren't you?
2 horns.
Okay, fine.
3 horns.
All right, Darwin, give me my puzzle piece. I deserve it. Look at you climbing on up.
You finished yet another one. Keep solving them all until you are done.
There we go. All right, we're getting closer. I'm not sure exactly how many are left. We can actually figure out from this.
Pick up your piece.
Yep. Down on the bottom. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Meanwhile, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're a lot of the way through. This game's got no runtime. I mean, I understand that the devs need to make money, but you can't just save it all for DLC. Let's go.
I spy a fork face, a tongue, 2 nails, a face on a coin, and 3 lizard tails. A spider, a screw, 2 sticks for a drum, a spoonful of bugs, and yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so what we know is that the word yum is going to appear 3 times here, but what I'm actually most struck by right now, well, besides the decomposition being feasted on by flies, way to go for a kid's game, that reflection in the dish right there, doesn't that sort of imply that we are a skeleton ourselves? Anyway, there's the spoonful of bugs.
A spoonful of bugs.
And the first yum.
Yum.
A fork face. And look at that. We got a smiling little something down there. This game is actually like... I feel like over time, we sort of train ourselves to think like what a game would do as a solution for a puzzle, rather than what immediately comes to mind. But to a kid, literally anything is possible. You remember when you used to like stare at like tiles or something and like see little faces in them, and you would be absolutely convinced that like it has to be intentional? That's what this feels like.
A fork face.
All right, now a tongue. Where does one find a tongue?
2 sticks for a drum.
I mean, sure, why not? I wasn't even trying to get that, but thank you very much. 3 lizard tails, so 1.
1 lizard tail.
2.
2 lizard tails.
And you are quite frustratingly off screen. But maybe it's going to try to pull some shenanigans with that. Point is, there's the spider.
A spider.
2 nails.
1 nail.
Okay, so that's the first of 2. Yeah, there's a lot of multiple part ones here. And I'm still not quite sure what you mean by the tongue. Well, that certainly looks like an ear right there. Oh, I just saw the 3rd lizard tail. There we go.
3 lizard tails.
I actually like how this game like really makes you look for some of them. Now how many yums did we get? We got the first yum. We're missing 2 yums. There are entirely too few yums in our life. Oh, I just found the other nail. Blending in up there with the ear tray.
2 nails.
Okay, and I have a feeling a tongue is gonna be... Oh, unless... Oh no, that was a long shot, but I honestly thought it had a chance. Oh, no, it's quite literal. The snake's tongue.
A tongue.
A face on a coin. Well, Abe Lincoln.
Face on a coin.
And now all we need is the screw and 2 yums. But with so much metal, it's kind of hard to tell things apart. You don't count as the screw, right? No. Oh, wait. I just spotted the other yum. Oh, that was a tough one.
Yum, yum.
Yep, but I'm still missing 1. And I just do not know what it means by a screw. Oh, there it is. There's the 3rd yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, but what about the screw, though? The way it gets you on some of these is that it exploits your tunnel vision. It gets you thinking you're looking for one thing that you don't spot the obvious answer because you're trying to tune out everything that isn't what you already have in your head. I'm a moron. I've looked right at it so many times, but I was looking for like a corkscrew pattern on what is basically a nail, when all along the screw was right here.
A screw. here's piece number 7 in the set. Can you read my message yet?
Okay, so either that is me, or the alternative theory that I'm working on now is that Darwin is in fact behind me, and I'm just a vampire. Which would be sweet. Okay, now instead of going back, I'm gonna go straight into the closet.
I spy spice.
Oh, it's a kitchen.
A knife, a 4. A handrail, a Rebus door. A spoon in a bowl. A bug in a spoon. A scale, a shell, and the shape of a moon.
Alright, interesting. I don't know what a Rebus door is. Does that have something to do with, like, Rebus Spilbin?
A Rebus door.
Well, that answered that. And yes, I know his name was Regis. Don't flood the comments with that, please. Okay, a bug and a spoon.
A bug in a spoon.
And a spoon and a bowl. I love the way you read those answers.
A spoon in a bowl. A spoon in a bowl.
Is this not the most adorable voice in the world? I wish that was my voice. Okay, a handrail. Literally.
A handrail.
Okay, let's look for something that's a little bit less easy. Well, there's spice, but a 4.
Spice.
Where does one go to see a 4? And more importantly, do you mean that literally? I see you've got your Eye of Newt up there. You know, oddly enough, we have so far found this place completely abandoned except for the animals and Darwin. We actually don't know who inhabits this place. Maybe that'll be the last thing we learn.
A scale.
Okay, well, we did that. I was looking to see if that tiny microscopic 4 over there could be it. We've got the little heart shape right there. Ooh, wait. There's sort of a domino pattern or a dice pattern on this tile. But it's a 5, so maybe we should be paying that close attention. Well, okay, the shape of the moon is the cookie cutter up on the wall.
The shape of a moon.
Oddly enough, I have yet to spot a knife. However, a shell, there's a shell over here, an eggshell to be exact.
A shell.
Which is a real shame. I could really go for some scrambled eggs right about now. And it comes down to the 4 and the knife. It's always the 2 in the beginning that you think, like, oh, okay, those will be easy, I'll save those for later. And then you get to them and you're like, oh, wow, I have no idea. Oh, I've just spotted the knife. It's blending in with the rack. There we go.
A knife.
But as for the 4, I am truly... I've got no idea what I'm looking for. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I was stuck on that for so long.
A 4.
Yeah, woo.
Here you go. This is piece number 8. Solve more riddles now. Please don't wait.
Yeah, well, no thanks to you. Well, let's get over here
Find the...
and put in our things, and it will conveniently hold them for us. And then you go over here. There's elves involved, I guess. Okay, so there's like an ancient war between like the spiders and the elves, and I guess like the spiders have got the upper hand because they've researched door technology. The elves haven't quite figured out not crawling around in vents yet, and it puts them at a severe disadvantage. It's the realm of the spiders. Wait. From skeleton is what that's going to say? Oh my god. Okay, well, let's head upstairs for the first time then. I think I've got everything down here. I see you, little guy, poking your head out. And there's an attic. Okay, so this area is just kind of a hub. Mousing over everything to make sure I see it all. But we're gonna start with this board on the wall over here.
Creepy collections. The objects you see on these shelves have something in common. Know what it is? Fill the empty shelves by clicking on the objects that belong in this collection. Ready, set, go!
Okay. So I probably could have clicked that other one. There you go. God, that thing's creepy. What even was that? I mean, I don't exactly have a moment to focus on stuff. Oh, you're getting faster. Yep. We need butterflies. There you go. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. And there we go.
Nice collection. Make 2 more collections, and I'll have a reward for you.
So, oh, I see. So shadows... Shadows of animals, I guess? There we go. This is kind of creepy because, like, you know, because it's shadows, it's almost like... Oh, that might not actually count. It's almost like we're trying to set it to things that are meant to go here and be found. My video game instinct says that a shadow means something isn't there. Alright, cookie cutters. Not really much to say during all this, just we're collecting the cookie cutters. Can we set a record? Once it starts getting fast like this, it actually does, like, become kind of a jumble. There we go. There we go. Come on now. Is that a monkey in a barrel? And there we go. Alright, give me my piece.
You're already done with number 9. So, what do you think of this puzzle of mine?
What, you're asking for notes?
Keep playing to make more creepy.
All right, yeah. I probably would have found this pretty hard as a kid. This one. All right, let's get out of here. And, yeah, the door on the left seems fine. Okay, so we can play with the ladder. Not the creepy painting over there in the corner. Look, there's bugs just crawling all over the walls. You know, I haven't made nearly a big enough deal about how absolutely infested this place is, and yet you know, the lights are still on. Okay, we can play with the ladder and this thing.
I spy a ladder, a waxy mouse head, a backwards book, a rat eye that's red, a T back in place, a winner's cup, a gyroscope, and a bug crawling up.
A T back in place? Oh, we've got to actually find where it goes. But that doesn't seem likely. No, that would be too obvious. So where do you go? That's going to be my first look. We can see the library itself reflected in that bell. Ah, I just found it. There we go.
A T back in place.
Now, a rat's eye that's red.
A waxy mouse head.
Sure, I suppose that counts. I mean, I was just looking at something rat-related. I did just see the other one, but I get it. That's a candle that is melted down over your head.
A rat eye that's red.
Now, a backwards book. That's got to be you.
A backwards book.
Now, the thing I'm most curious about is what you mean by a ladder. Because I don't see... oh, right there. No, you're... See, I keep thinking that they're not going to be literal when I don't see them at first. A gyroscope?
A gyroscope.
Bug crawling up. That'll be you, Mr. Caterpillar.
A bug crawling up.
And a winner's cup. But not you, you.
A winner's cup. You finished another. You're doing quite well. You'll find your way out. You're smart. I can tell.
I honestly thought that was gonna end with, like, I'll see you in hell. Alright, over here.
I spy a spider, a feather, a bone, a lightning bolt, an old gravestone, a water drop, swamp, 3 nails, a face made of spots, and 2 yellow tails.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, it's actually too small to see a lot of these with the naked eye, and so we've got to make use of a magnifying glass. That is so cool. Alright, so, where do we start? Let's look for the spider first. Oh, there's so many images to be found here. An old gravestone.
An old gravestone.
It's going to be hard to spot feathers amid textures like this, don't you think? A face made of spots? Oh, come on, that is totally a face made of spots. Scream. Well, that's not the swamp we're looking for, but here is the spider.
A spider.
A face made of dots. Well, there's like an owl. These are actually really cool. What's cool about these is that, like, they look like nothing at a glance, and then once you start to look deeper, you're like, oh. Oh, wait, I think I see it. Yep, there we go.
A face made of spots.
All right, now 3 nails. Well, we know there's 1 nail right there.
1 nail.
Another here, but the last one I think is going to be a bit more tricky. Or maybe not. Maybe I could spot it by the end of the sentence. There we go. We got to think outside the box. That's its difficulty.
3 nails.
Now 2 yellow tails. That'll be you, sir?
1 yellow tail.
And presumably yours?
2 yellow tails.
We need a feather and a bone. Well, the bone is obvious, but the feather might be a little bit more complicated. Oh. If I didn't happen to glance at that at the exact same time as I read the objective, I would not have recognized this as a lightning bolt. It's not. Okay, never mind. That would have been really cool if true. You know, this actually almost seems like it could be a thing, doesn't it? Like artwork presented on the backs of butterflies. This is actually legitimately artistically inspiring. Okay, I don't know where we would see the word swamp. I see eek right there, scream on the bottom right. But nothing within this, fright. There's the lightning strike. I just kind of had a hunch.
A lightning bolt.
Yeah, there we go. I'd completely forgotten about the water drop. Okay, the word swamp was, like, simply because I wasn't looking.
Swamp.
I simply wasn't looking at those because I thought it would be way too obvious, and there's no way it would be that. I guess sometimes the difficulty is the simplicity. By a water drop, you mean a literal droplet of water on the frame. I get that now.
A water drop.
So all that's left is the feather. That's a snowflake up there. Oh, that's the feather. Yeah, some of these are...
Feather.
Some of these are very up to interpretation.
Piece 11 is what you have won. You'll get out of the house when the message is done.
I bet I can figure it out before that. But I'm going to see if we can do it before we reach the attic. Okay, so there's all of that. Even though that clock looks suspiciously out of place, I don't believe we can actually mess with it or anything else in this room. So let's go. That giant chess piece is a little unnerving. That kitty over there looks a little unnerved, so I guess it's appropriate. Ooh. Alright, so the door, the cupboard, and the chest. That's pretty spooky. That, like, low detail image on the wall, presumably of the occupant. The bed all made up, teddy bear still sitting there. Place abandoned forever, and yet the light is on, like we're just waiting for them to come out of that door over there. Well, not if we get the drop on them first.
I spy a bar of soap, a toothbrush, a trap, a silver handle, a brown bottle cap, a grip on a pole, a square picture frame, 2 jacks, a 9, and a candle flame.
Okay, so it's a pretty sure thing at this point that we are a vampire, and Darwin just kind of follows us around and chills out. Right now he's just kind of like relaxing, soaking his feet while he waits for us to do this, because he's starting to get a little bit bored. Square picture frame?
A square picture frame.
And a candle flame.
A candle flame.
I thought I had a grip on a pole, but now I'm not so sure. Bar of soap.
A bar of soap.
Now, what'd you do with that toothbrush? I see your toothpaste, but I do not see the brush. 2 jacks?
1 jack. 2 jacks.
And a 9.
A 9.
Now a brown bottle cap. That'll probably be this one over here. No. Okay, well, I hope you're not expecting me to find a bottle cap independent of a bottle in a cluttered image like this. Actually, wait, I hadn't even noticed this. That this was misting onto the mirror. That's actually really cool how it, like, integrates your name like that. That's really clever, and it's done it in, like, a few different ways. Alright, well, there's the trap.
A trap.
Silver handle.
A silver handle.
More evidence of vampirism. Oh, but look, it's reflecting the door. Imagine if we're looking at this, right, and we see that door slowly start to creak open. But only in that reflection, not the other one, and not when we turn around. Alright, girl, we gotta find your toothbrush, because I'm starting to think you don't have one. Oh wait, there's the brown bottle cap? That makes sense.
A brown bottle cap.
Okay, toothbrush. Oh.
A grip on a pole.
I was looking for like a hand grabbing something, but on a hunch I just went for that. So that does not look good for you that the toothbrush is the last thing we find when we step into your bathroom. Oh, there it is. Okay.
A toothbrush. How many pieces have you gotten from me? Here is a hint. It's 15 minus 3.
I love how Darwin's just like, yeah, friggin' here you go. And then immediately gets back in the bath. Alright, once we complete this, we'll have 2 more. And then we'll probably be able to... Well, I'm betting that after this we'll be able to solve the puzzle, at least in our head.
I spy a saddle, crossed legs, a rickety chair, a handshake, a handstand, 4 braids of hair, a boy in a frame, a girl in a hoop, a pair of blue jeans, and a yo-yo loop.
This is actually a legitimately eerie image. All right, let's see what's inside the cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Well, there's the boy in the frame.
A boy in a frame.
A girl in a hoop.
A girl in a hoop.
A pair of blue jeans.
A pair of blue jeans.
And a yo-yo loop.
A yo-yo loop.
Now look, this game is... well, it's such a vibe. I mean, it's so relaxing in that it really wants you to sit here and just engage with every frame, and every frame wants to be studied. It's spooky, but not uninviting. It's not trying to scare you, it's just putting you into that mindset. And it's really, really cozy in that way. The only thing is, like, my one criticism is that I do wish there was more of, like, a background soundtrack, which I suppose could probably get a bit irritating if you're stuck on one of these things for a while, but I would like a little bit more, I suppose, ambiance. But who knows, maybe that's more due to, like, the limitations of the time. Saddle? There we are.
A saddle.
Crossed legs, you there, you're... You're looking a little sinister. Out of everybody in here that's likely to be cursed, I rate you as actually worse than this one. But look at you. We're seeing your reflection in the mirror. You're turned to face it. Almost as if you don't want to be seen, but you want to observe me. Okay. Look at you. You're holding the hand of a long torn away companion. And yet your eyes reflect no such loss. Old dolls are so creepy, and this set right here is, like, by far the spookiest of all of them. Darwin, I almost didn't notice you. Handstand, you're getting into the frame here.
A handstand.
Yeah, you had the right to photobomb us at this point. Okay, crossed legs.
Crossed legs.
A rickety chair.
A rickety chair.
A handshake.
A handshake.
And 4 braids of hair, which are going to belong to you and you.
2 braids of hair. 4 braids of hair. Here's piece 13. There's no doubt. You're about to find the secret way out.
Oh yeah, I am so close. This is, like, actually really enjoyable, you know? It's actually right occupying that difficulty spot where I feel like, you know, kids and adults would have almost the same time with it. Oh, like, I've just noticed the snakes slithering out from under the bed. Maybe these are the inhabitants for all I know. But let's have a look in that chest and get a move on. Also, I gotta wonder, like, how much of this is just, like, 2D art assets and how much is made from actual photographs? Because there's, like, a very fine line in certain aspects of this. And also, look, that mirror over there is actually kind of reminding me... Does anybody remember Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? When they look in that mirror and, like, the Confederate ghost, like, comes out of it? Reminds me a lot of that.
I spy a full moon. Footprints, 3 bows. A face with no eyes. A foot with no toes. The nose of a mouse. A porcelain head. An eye back in place, a needle, and thread.
That is the creepiest friggin' implementation of a player name I have ever seen. What the Moon Brought Librarian. God, why is that so ominous? Are you, like, just banking on the idea that the kids who play this aren't going to be able to read yet? Because otherwise, that's traumatic.
An eye back in place.
There, we've healed you, so don't haunt me. Maybe we could take that James Sunderland flashlight while we're at it.
A full moon.
Please don't ever do that again! Alright, a face with no eyes. Oh, look, we got a little mouse in the sock and the slipper. That is adorable. We need to balance that out with some adorability because otherwise this is all super horrifying. A foot with no toes. Well, you don't have toes. See, these images are like deceptively simple. They make it so that like when you try to focus on one thing, you can't see anything. I think I said that before. The nose of a mouse? Got your nose.
The nose of a mouse.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, a little beeper. Alright, a porcelain head.
Hello. A porcelain head.
Oh god, it spoke. A needle and thread. Well, here's the thread.
Thread.
And you're a safety pin. You're not a needle. I'll tell you what, we are looking for 3 bows. So there's 1.
1 bow.
There's 2. There we are. See how specific we gotta get?
2 bows.
But I'm... 3.
Three bows.
There's the footprints. And the culprit's still there. A face with... Oh, it's gotta be... That's gotta be the... Yeah, okay. A face with no eyes.
A face with no eyes.
A face of a clock. The needle is gonna be kind of a tall order, I think. Oh my god.
No toes.
I just clicked it because I knew it had something to do with that, but I didn't even make the... It's 1 foot. Yeah, wow, cool. But as for a needle, dude, I'm not... If you're really expecting me to spot like a line of pixels, I don't know. And I'm really worried it's going to be some kind of alternate word usage that I'm not aware of.
A needle.
Are you kidding me? I can't see the entire other thing, so I have no idea what this hinge is supposed to look like. That's the needle. Oh my god.
You'll see if you check the message frame. You're 1 piece away from winning the game.
So the attic is actually all that's left. But of course, we're gonna try and guess before that. Let's head on downstairs and see how we do.
Find the right place.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You go here, and you go here, and you go here. Oh, and there's more up here. You go here, and here. Alright. Tie plus M to get out. Are you ready now? I wrote this message to show you how. Oh, time to get out. Green to... Something to the room with a spider on the seal, plus to find a door I've been concealing. Find 3 books on a shelf with a white bust. Pull them in this order, blue, green, then red. Well, let's check the attic.
I spy a skate, a black picture frame, a wooden chair, a bat, a ball for a game, a saw, a cage, 2 snakes, a kazoo, a monster face, a candle, and boo.
Okay. I'm glad we saved this one for last. I am sorry about what I said about the lack of ambiance. Oh, look at that kitty staring at its face in the mirror. You've just been following us around all this time. And Darwin, do not try and scare me like that. Now is not the time. It does not feel like I'm alone up here. Jesus Christ, I just saw that doll. Alright, the monster face. Oh my god.
A monster face.
It very quickly put me in the mood for this. I think if I were the target audience, I would not have been able to tolerate this section. Okay, a black picture frame. Oh, there's Boo. It's a lot harder to take in the full picture like this, but I guess that's the unique challenge of this one.
Boo.
There's the candle.
bundle.
What else? A saw, a cage, 2 snakes. Well, there's a cage.
A cage.
Dancing with a long-gone bird, I suppose.
A kazoo.
Okay, sure, that can be a kazoo, I guess. Let's go on the hunt for those snakes, because it's actually freaking me out that there is what in another game would have been an enemy here, and I have not yet spotted them. Let's grab that skate while we're here.
A skate.
Where are you guys at? I really don't like the way this one doll is looking at me. And whenever we point our light at it, it's like it's in mid-stride, like it was in the middle of something when we spotted it. A bat?
A bat.
Ball for a game?
A ball for a game.
There's the saw.
A saw.
Now, what about those? It's really weirding me out that we have not seen any snakes yet. You're a metal chair. Where does one find a wooden chair? This game would have one, like, hanging in the rafters. Oh, there we go. Wow, it actually was.
A wooden chair.
Now, a black picture frame.
A black picture frame.
Now, all we've got to do is find those 2 snakes. Unfortunately, this is not the No Snack Hotel. I just noticed the shadow of the kitty over there. We got cats in the belfry. Oh, there's one.
One snake.
Where's the other? Come on, one more snake. Don't make this more annoying than it has to be. Not you. There's so many long and spindly objects here. It throws you off. I'm sick and tired of these monkey-fighting snakes in this Monday through Friday attic. Where are you? Are you wrapped around that thing? You're gonna be wrapped around something, right? You've got to be kidding me. Fine. There we
2
go.
snakes. Here's your last piece. You're finished. You're done. Decode the secret message, and this game will be won.
All right, but weren't we missing, like, more than that or something? All right, well, I am ready to be done with this. It's like all of these have that one that just completely screws you up. You do the first bunch in, like, the first minute or 2, and then there's the one that's going to trap you for, like, 10 minutes. All right, so that's that.
Find the right place.
There we go, but we're still missing a piece. So, dear me, it's time to get out. Are you ready now? I wrote this message to show you how. Something to the room with a spider on the seal. That missing piece is still a big deal. Oh, no, the other piece is up here in the corner, but it's hidden by the button. A spider on the ceiling.
It's time to get out. Are you ready now? I wrote this message to show you how. Go to the room with the
screw
spider
you.
on the ceiling to find a door I've been concealing. Find 3 books on a shelf with a white head. Pull them in this order: blue, green, then red. Skeleton.
Wait, so does that mean that's been you the entire time? Alright, well, I guess Darwin just has a real cute voice, giving me very conflicting feelings. But I know that that is upstairs in here. And does that mean that we can interact with this stuff now? No? There's the spider on the ceiling, sitting on top of this lamp. There we go. Blue. Green. Red. I wonder if we could have done that from the beginning.
You read my message, I presume, and now you're in my secret room. Ready to get back outside? Go through my window. Open wide.
You didn't have to foley the crunches of your bones. I was getting the idea. To do trick, scare, haunt. Are you here? There's your evil plans back there. That's literally all you do is come up with these schemes, isn't it? Well, I'm glad you did. It certainly was a spooky Halloween, or whatever this is supposed to be. And I'm just glad I didn't meet your auntie. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm starting to rhyme far more often than I'd like to. And there's the boo in the trees. Well, see you later.
You've escaped my house. Well done. But this game has just begun. If you dare to come back in, a new adventure will begin.
Well, that's a lot of work to go back inside your own house, but it would seem we found ourselves right back at the beginning. And that was I Spy Spooky Mansion Deluxe, and that was really enjoyable. You know, I've actually seen these on Steam. There's like a whole genre of these things, and they're actually still around. Like, new games like this are still coming out, even if they may seem like sort of a relic of like the 90s and early 2000s. This was really comfy. It's got the whole haunted house aesthetic, but it's still friendly and inviting. All the puzzles are... You know, they're not super difficult, but they're at least mentally engaging. And it's just really great for killing some time. That's what it is, really. It's just keeping you engaged, all while being immersed in this sort of playful spookiness. And I think that's really enjoyable in its own way. But even more than that, it's just such a nostalgic period piece, you know? From back when computer games were either as simple as this, or as complicated as something like XCOM, you know? Like, there was no in-between. I feel like kids in particular really enjoy, like, studying an image and looking at all the different things they can point out and tell each other about. And so this game scratches that itch in a really fun way, and I think it's probably really constructive giving them a goal while they're doing it. And so these games are really special in that regard. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.